Welcome to A&B Horror Movies. I'm Aaron.
I'm Ben, back from the dead.
We are, yes, back from the dead. Welcome back, Ben. And we are absolutely thrilled to be joined again by Lauren Marie Taylor. Lauren, welcome.
Hey guys, thanks for having me again. This is great.
Thank you for
Oh,
coming on.
absolutely. And yes, we were just chatting that you are our very first guest to come on for a third time. So I feel like you deserve like a trophy or an A&B Horror Movies t-shirt at least. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Um, Yes, yes. Well, let's see. Quick introduction, although you do not need an introduction, but quickly, you are Vicky. We're Vicky in Friday the 13th Part 2, one of the best sequels in the Friday the 13th franchise. You were also in Neighbors. You were on Loving for over 10 years. More recently, you were in He Sees When You're Sleeping, in A Violent Nature, which we're going to talk with you about. And you have some fantastic and exciting new projects coming up, including Desert Fiends, The Detached, Until There Is One, and Bloodstone. I should have asked you. Hopefully, all of those projects will see the light of day at some point.
Yeah, they.
Okay.
I know Desert Fiends definitely will. Until there's one, we're doing that in September in Calgary, over in Canada. The Detached is a short, and it's very, very good. And Bloodstone, I'm not sure what's happening with that. It was supposed to go to a couple of festivals, but then I have another one, director's cut of The Forest Hills. And if you
Oh,
want to talk about that a little bit later, I can talk about it now if you want, real quick.
yeah, please do.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
go
the
for it.
director, Scott, he got in touch with me a couple of years ago about being in the movie, but I was, as you know, I was taking care of my mother and I wasn't working for a couple of
Mhm,
years.
mhm.
And so he got back to me and he said, I'm doing a director's cut and I would love to write in a small role for you, like a cameo, specifically for the director's cut, which is coming out next year. So I was like, oh,
Yes.
okay. And I thought the usual thing, make me a crazy cat lady. I tell everybody that, all the directors, like, just make me a crazy cat lady. I get the little blurb and it's like this aging town slut. And I'm just like, I'm reading it and I'm just like, and I wrote him back. I said, you do realize that I'm in my 60s and this is a love scene or a sex scene, I should say.
Yeah.
My husband's
Okay.
not in the room.
Okay.
And I was just sort of taken aback. He goes, yeah, I know. I thought it would be funny. And I went, okay, it's going to be very funny. So be on the lookout for that next year. It's going to drive a lot of people, especially my husband, a little crazy.
Oh, wow. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Forest
Go,
Hill
go, boy.
director's cut.
The director's cut.
I'm
It makes
sure
the
it's
little brown
amazing.
underwear seam look like I'm wearing a nun's habit.
Oh my.
You're speechless. Now, right then, we've never seen him be speechless.
We'll be on the lookout for that. Wow,
Yeah.
fantastic. So let's see then. Keep us updated on that. We could have you on a fourth time. Mind blown. Um, yes, I am still processing that. So why don't we jump into In a Violent Nature?
Animals don't get too hung up on reason. They just keep killing.
Ben, do you want to ask the
Yeah.
first question?
Yeah, I
Is
suppose it'd
that the
be
is that the media book or DVD? What edition
Um,
is that?
I don't know.
Oh,
short
cool.
Huh?
slip.
Yeah, I think.
I have a
Nice with
couple
the
of
slipcover.
editions. Yeah, I have a
I do
couple of
too.
editions.
There's a media book I got out of Germany, and I thought maybe that was the one you have, but it
Oh,
looks very much like the
wow.
DVD, but this is a German import
Okay.
of
There's
In a
a,
Violent Nature.
I think there's a cool edition in HMV, and the slipcover looks like a sort of like an oil painting. It's a really
Oh,
cool.
wow.
So when I go
Oh,
back,
cool.
I'll have a look, and if obviously I always grab Aaron a copy, and if you want me to grab you a
Yes.
copy, get it sent to you.
Oh, wow. Cool.
That'd be cool. I can do that.
Thanks.
But yeah, they
Yeah,
do some
thanks,
cool.
Ben.
Yeah,
Lauren, what other
thank you.
editions do you have? Yeah, I really want to see
I
that.
just,
It's like I want to see the edition you're referring to, Ben. I don't think I've come across that.
wait, what's this one? No, that's not it. I should have been more prepared for this. No, that's not it either.
Makes it more
I'm
fun.
getting attacked by my switch. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, things are
Oops.
falling down. Safety first. Oh yeah, okay, yes. That's
So
the
it's,
Blu-ray.
yeah. So these are the
Yeah,
ones
so Blu-ray DVD.
yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. So I don't know anything, as you know, so
Yes, they will both work
they will work in the machine.
in the machines. Yes. All right, Ben, over to you, man. First question.
It would be how did it all come about? I suppose. How was you asked? Email.
Oh, it was a little bizarre. There was another actress who was attached, not really attached to the project, but who they were considering for the project, and she opted out of it for reasons that I don't want to say because I don't want it to be out there. But it's a lot of words. It's a lot of words and no cue cards, no nothing. And like I said, she's my peer, so we're about the same age, and we have the same representative. So they went back to the rep and they said, well, is Lauren Marie Taylor still working? And she said, well, actually, she just started getting back to it a little bit, with a couple of, short films, and she's been directing her community theater. So the script landed in my email box. And I'm looking and she says, read the whole thing. You would come in at the end. And I'm thinking, oh, little cameo part, maybe crazy cat lady, whatever. And I was reading through it. I get towards the end and I'm flipping the pages, like this. I'm scrolling like this. I'm going, it just kept going. And I thought, so when I interviewed with Chris Nash on a Zoom, I said to him, question, are you going to have cue cards on the truck? And he goes, no. And I said, okay, just asking. So I recorded the whole scene. I memorized it. And then when I got there after the first day of shooting, we realized that we couldn't pull the truck on a flatbed because it was making too much noise. Because I thought, well, I could have had cue cards because they're pulling the damn truck. It turned out that I had to actually drive the truck while delivering all that dialogue.
Oh my God. So no movie magic there. You're literally
Yeah.
driving the truck.
On an actual road with other cars. So every once in a while we'd have to stop and then you go, okay, pick it back up. And I'm like, I don't remember where I was.
Take it from the top. So you do talk for a lot in that final scene, but it's almost refreshing in the film because up until that point, there's really not a whole lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
And then your moment comes in. Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, no, I was saying with me and Aaron's had this conversation, and we kind of went off of your scene was maybe our favourite. We were saying, wasn't it? Because it's like we couldn't work out when you first watched the film if you were keeping her there to be killed or if you was actually helping. And I think it's got the best atmospheric sort of build up to on the sort of edge of your seat, which we enjoyed.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It took a lot of restraint being from New York. And, New Yorkers, we kind of hit you over the head with everything.
Yes.
And Chris Nash was like, you got to pull it way back. You can't tip your hand. We don't want to know this woman's motives. We don't want to know whether she's in cahoots with Johnny, if she's related to Johnny, if she really is a good Samaritan, or if she's a friggin' maniac herself, being from the backwoods. Nothing against backwoods people. My husband's from Ohio. But anyway.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And there are some obvious parallels to Friday the 13th. Did that appeal to you? And what are some of the parallels that jumped out um, for you when reading the script and also delivering the role in the film?
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of paying homage to the 80s style slasher always appeals to me because it's before there were a whole lot of special effects and CGI and whatnot. And I know that
Mhm.
obviously you can't really chop somebody up or pull a, I don't want to get into it in case people haven't seen it, but the yoga kill. Can't really do that in real life, you know?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
but, you know, the whole idea of the masked killer and something's wrong with his face because of something that was beyond his control. And I think with what Chris Nash did with the character of Johnny, oh gosh, and you know, and I hadn't seen it until I went to the premiere in New York in the city. When he takes off that helmet, you know, the mask,
Mhm.
and you see him playing with a keychain, a toy, it's just you have so much empathy for him, you know, and I don't think you really get that with Jason Voorhees, you know, which is interesting. Maybe with the prequel that they're doing with Linda Cardellini, we'll see more of that young boy and what he went through. But I like the whole idea of being isolated. You know, it reminded me of the
Yeah.
F-13 because they're isolated, no one in sight. That whole, you know, the noise that the woods makes is just so scary. And that appealed to me too, that crunching sound. I love the
Mhm.
fact that he didn't use any atmospheric music. The atmosphere is the nature, the
Mhm.
crunching of the leaves, and you know everything that the ambiance of being outdoors. And I like that too a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You really feel like you're in the woods watching this film. I think
Yeah.
he accomplished that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were in the middle of nowhere, just like in Friday the 13th
Mm.
Part 2. We were in the middle of nowhere at a camp too. So it's that you, as someone who's actually playing a character in the movie, you definitely feel that no matter what, you know, whether you've gone
Yeah.
camping or
Yeah.
not, you're isolated, you're in the woods. It's scary.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
It was definitely a really beautiful scenic part of the woods and stuff there. It was really nice. Obviously the weather helped a lot with the I thought the sun coming through the trees and the rays. It to me that gave it the sort of Friday the 13th magic because you always see that on the Friday the 13th films, which is cool.
Yes. Yeah, the whole wooded area thing. And the area where we filmed it, it's called Sault Ste. Marie in Canada. It's as far west from Toronto to still be within, I guess it's the province. I don't know,
Oh,
you know,
uh,
whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's as far west you can go without going into the next county, province, whatever. So it was pretty far out. It's about a 16-hour drive from home.
Wow.
Yeah.
It felt like the Adirondack Mountain. So, but I guess it's
Yeah.
not that far
Cool.
off from
It
Yeah.
where
always,
you
oh,
actually were.
I
It,
always thought. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's above I don't want to say Wisconsin. It's above Michigan. Because there's a Sault Ste. Marie in Michigan
Oh,
also.
so you're that far. Oh, okay. So
Yes.
very far.
Very far. So
Okay.
we really
Mm.
we were far out, man.
Yeah, indeed.
I
Indeed. I'm
always thought
glad
it looked
everyone
like a
survived.
bear country. Like you'd see a lot of bears there. So,
Oh,
Mm.
we see them here too, where I live. We had
all
this
right.
one that came walking past last weekend, just right, I mean, right in front of me. I kid you not.
Oh,
Oh my God.
You know, yeah, I
So
would say
when you go running, do you come
uh,
across bears?
I have in the past, not recently. That particular day, I ran into a few deer. But
Mm.
I figured, you know, the bears are out, the signs are out where I go running across the street. It's part of a huge state park, Bear Mountain State Park. It's called Bear Mountain for a reason. So there are signs everywhere. I run the mile home. I get to my street. I'm about to go up my driveway. And here comes, you know, 400-pound peg leg, we call him, because he's had a bum foot since he was a cub because he's been in the neighborhood that long.
Oh,
And
so you
there he
know
is.
the bear. I love that.
Oh, well, I should send you guys the video. He started walking towards me. And I called my husband. I said, Peg leg is out front, and he's right where we leave our garbage, and he's walking towards me. So I did one of these at him, and he turned around. He went through our front yard and then out to the back, and he started scratching himself on one of the trees. And I'm thinking, why am I not afraid of this? And I'm thinking, because you do horror movies.
That's nothing, right? It's a little scary, though. I think I'd be frightened.
Which actually lines me up for what my next question would be. Sorry, Aaron.
Go for it, man. It's your turn.
It's kind of a double question. The first one would be, how intimidating was it when you first see Johnny in the full costume to sort of like seeing Jason? Was they both quite as intimidating?
I only saw Barrett without his mask on.
All right.
So I didn't get to see him until he was on screen. I think for me, because the sackhead is coming out directly at me, it's more jolting. Whereas, but I will tell you, when we did the premiere in the city, after the movie was over, he donned the full costume. And to see it live in person like that, it is very creepy. It's the actual costume that he was wearing. And it is, and because he's a tall guy to begin with.
Yeah.
And then you've got this huge thing that he wears. And it is very scary in person to see that. Absolutely.
Did you get a picture of yourself standing next to him in the costume? I'd love to see the difference.
Yeah.
In fact, if you can send it to us, we'll add it into the video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. I have one of us goofing around, I think. Because somebody, the press, they were taking the pictures. So I wasn't in charge of, wasn't in control of taking the pictures. So it was Shutter's press that was doing it. Yeah, I think Shutter, or IFC's press.
It's Shutter. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, one of them.
Yes.
I've actually got a question for you and Aaron, which is so as far as masks and the helmet and everything, do you think, because I think I've read that there's another one being made in a Violent Nature too. So if there was, say, like 2 or 3, do you think the mask could become as iconic as the hockey mask? Because it is pretty cool. It's quite a cool mask.
I mean, I've been going to a couple of conventions, and there have been people who have, sent away to those people that make those masks. And there have been a few of them. One, I did an appearance with Rye, who plays Johnny, and somebody came with the mask on. So that would, but I do think if they continue to make it a franchise, it will definitely, it's really hard to do because it's not a simple hockey mask, it's, a full hooded thing.
It's like an old fireman's mask, right?
Yeah, a vintage. Yeah. What do you think?
Vintage.
Do you think it'll be one of those iconic?
I think you're absolutely right. If it becomes a franchise, if we get a part 2 and it does well, for sure. I mean, look at like the scary clown in the Hell House films.
Yeah.
You see people dressing up like that clown all the time because they're, how many? I don't know. They did 4. I think a 5th one's coming out. I think the more movies that are made with Johnny, I think the more we'll see Johnny even popping up at, what is it, Spirit Halloween?
Yeah, that would be something.
I think I bet that will happen maybe this year. Let's see. Don't hold me to it.
Maybe a Johnny versus Jason. You never know.
And Freddy, have them all in. That could be it. That would be fun. Yeah. I do sort of have a question, and I guess this would be for you too, Ben. With modern horrors sort of reinventing and reimagining the slasher genre as we know it, like with In a Violent Nature, Lauren, you spoke to how Johnny, we get to see that side of the slasher the villain that we normally don't get to see. What is your take on that, and what do you think fans of 80s slashers want to see? Do they want to see a reimagining of the 80s rules, I guess, the 80s slasher rules, or do you think they want something new, or perhaps something that follows the rules of the old genre but present it in a new way? I kind of went all over the place there, but what do you think?
What do you think, Ben? I'll let you go first on this one.
I think it was good in a fresh way that it kind of needs it, because I always say to Aaron, I sometimes find it hard with horrors now because it just seems, everything seems to be coming back round. Yet In a Violent Nature had the 80s slasher vibe that everybody loves,
Yeah.
then spun it on itself. And instead of seeing it kind of from just the victim's point of view, you're seeing it from the killer's point of view, which is good and in a fresh way.
Mhm.
So I kind of, I kind of like that, what has been done with that. And maybe some new horrors that's coming out could have kind of jumped on with something new like that. But yeah, I think maybe changing it up, but just keeping a bit of the 80s magic.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken
Yeah.
to a couple of directors when I've done a couple of things, and there is a voice that says, let's stop making sequels. Let's start fresh. Let's do something fresh. Yeah, we can have it in the style of the classic 80s, because let's face it, 80s, it was just high camp back then,
Yes.
and even when you do something 80s, it's more 80s than the 80s actually were. You're hearing 60s music in the 80s and you're thinking, wait a minute, that groovy stuff was like 20 years before 1984.
Yes.
So it's kind of funny how, depending on who's creating the new ones, they're so young that they don't realize that music was like really old and we didn't listen to that in the 80s.
Yes.
Where are all the hair bands, REO Speedwagon, come on.
Absolutely.
So there is a lot of movement and chatter amongst directors that say, give us some money to do something new instead of giving money for more sequels,
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not talking
same
about
here.
maybe one sequel, you're talking about the part 8s and 9s and 10s and 11s and 12s. Yeah.
I love them all, though.
It's with everything, really.
Me too.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. It's with every kind of genre, really, because I not long ago went and watched the new Jurassic Park, and I was like, it's all been done again, and it's returning to an island, and they've done the new genetics, and I was just like, it was good. It was good for kids, but kind of milking it a bit, I think.
Yeah, like the stereotypes, like the specific characters of the older Jurassic Park films, you could see in this one, you're like, oh, okay, that's the corporate greedy guy.
Yeah.
This is the innocent family who just kind of got sucked into the situation and isn't supposed to be there. It all kind of lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
It was entertaining. Lauren, did you see the new Jurassic Park?
I haven't seen all of it. I no, not all of it. No.
Okay. It's okay. I would say if you was watching TV and you switched over and it was on, probably worth. I'm probably just sounding miserable on old now, but it's okay. But as far as films coming back, there was a film on Netflix I watched called Fear Street Prom Queens or something.
Prom.
Oh,
really enjoyed it. It was good.
Oh, it was. Okay.
I wasn't sure where you were going with it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, well, it's kind of just like a prom night, and there's a killer, and it all returns. But it's very original. Well, it's not original. It's very 80s, that kind of story. But it was just done so well that actually it was enjoyable. But it was a new story, that kind of. So yeah, I'd definitely say if you want a bit of 80s magic, go back and watch that on Netflix.
Yeah, it's kind of scary when you start and you've seen the movies, when you start listening on Audible. I've been going back to Jaws, Carrie, Salem's Lot, and
classics,
the classics, because I'm so starved for that detail that you find in those books and those novels, and it's like, I don't know, just I was rewatching Jaws again, and I thought, everything just seems so fresh and so new, and it's just stuff that we hadn't seen before. These were stories that we just hadn't seen before, and I love that, and I miss that. But like you were saying about Jurassic Park, you don't. It's like, here are your stereotypes. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then it's the same story.
I would not say no if they asked me to do it. I would not say no.
No, it's a right.
I could see that. Yes.
Yeah. A lot of actors, actresses are sort of like, oh, I'd love to be in a Jurassic Park, or I'd love to be in a say
Mm.
I would like to see it, but another Jaws but yeah, I think it's one of those.
Yeah, I mean, look at the new one. Scarlett Johansson is in it, which I was kind of
Yeah,
surprised to find out, but she did a fantastic job, as you would
yeah,
expect.
she's great.
Um,
Yeah.
yes, very much so. Gosh, let's see. I don't know if I have any more in a violent nature questions other than congratulations. Your
Thank
sequence in
you.
the end is phenomenal.
Thank you.
And you should be proud to be part of this film that is going to become a franchise. I know it, and you're in the first one, and that is huge.
Thank you. And it was nice not to be killed for a change.
And you survived. Yes.
Would you
So,
return to a second one?
I haven't been asked to return. I think they may be putting it in a different place. I don't think they're going to be in Sault Ste. Marie anymore. Maybe Johnny's in London. I don't know.
maybe. Although maybe you could be like Nancy Thompson in Nightmare on Elm Street, where she comes back in part 3. You could come back in the 3rd installment.
Yeah. This is true. Let Chris Nash know. I'm available if he wants me. Maybe I'm available.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you'll check your calendar.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Let me check my empty calendar. No.
All right, excellent. Well, congratulations on In a Violent Nature. We're also going to talk about summer camp slashers. I think this is going to be an absolute blast. And the first one I thought we could bring up, which Lauren, you recommended this to me the very first time we talked with you, and that is Stage Fright, which is a musical summer camp slasher. It even says on here it's Glee meets Sleepaway Camp. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. I watched it the other night, and I must say, for the first half an hour, 45 minutes, I was like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah.
And Meatloaf is in it.
Yeah.
Right. Have I seen this?
It's
It
starts out like a musical.
Is it the owl? The owl with the chainsaw, or is that something else?
I think no, that's the other Stage
No.
Fright. That's the
Oh,
I think Fulci, that's the Italian Stage
Okay,
Fright.
right.
So this very different. This
Okay,
is a
I've not
summer
seen it.
camp for theater
Right.
kids, right?
Yeah, and you want them to die.
Oh my God, they're so annoying. And they don't die fast enough. Yeah, Ben, I don't know. Try it. There's a lot of singing
Yeah. I'll go for it.
if you're looking for a summer camp slasher. I thought we would kick it off there. Lauren, I know it's one of your favorites, and you said you can relate to it.
Well, I directed community theater musicals for about 10 years, and it was a multi-generational group. So I had people as young as 5 years old and up to at least 85. I know one dude was lying about his age. So pardon me if some days I would get so impatient with them that I thought this would make such a great horror movie if I could just kill them all.
Well,
That's fantastic. If you want me to edit this part out, I can.
No, it's fine. I don't do
Kill
it
them
anymore.
all.
Yeah,
You
kill
don't do
them
it
all.
anymore.
All
Okay.
those, they'd come in, they go, Lauren, after all the choreography is done, everything is done, they'd come in, they go, I'm like, you're 85 years old. You cannot walk on the ceiling or do Fred Astaire moves, okay? This is not the singing. So, yeah. They drove me crazy, some of them.
I love that.
Kill them all, mommy. Kill them all.
I should have been on
Kill
the-
them all,
I
mommy.
should have been written on the crate. Kill them all. That would have been a great line.
Gosh, I don't know what the tagline is. It doesn't say, oh, sing your heart out. Uh-huh.
Well, see, kill them all sounds better, doesn't it?
There you go. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. One to check out.
Yeah.
It's an
take
unusual
that.
film.
Check it out, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you both want to bring to the table for summer camp slashers?
Well, earlier we were talking about special effects and knife to heads, things like that. So there's a movie, I wrote it down because my memory, unlike the monologue in a Violent Nature, a practical monologue, I can't remember anything anymore. So my first one is called Madman. It's from 1981. So it's an authentic 80s slasher. Again, it starts like some of the great horror movies of that time with a campfire story. And it kind of like
there it is. Yes.
it's a little weird because it kind of reminded me of Candyman, Beetlejuice. If you say the guy's name, he'll come to you, and that's what happens in this movie. They make the mistake of saying his name, and poof, he appears. But one of the reasons why I like this movie is because it has another favorite kill that also happened in Friday the 13th, Part 2. One of the characters gets an axe, and unlike my dear Mark, Tom McBride, played so wonderfully by Tom McBride, who just went down the steps backwards in slow motion. In this movie, they actually show all the gore with the brains coming out. So spoiler alert, but it was one of my favorite moments in the movie. Yeah. And then the other thing, I don't know.
I love that.
You know, you guys are, you know, I'm a girl and I know I'm playing a raunchy role coming up in the Forest Hills, but there is the longest hot tub scene. And I was like, all right already. Just do it and get it over with and get out of there and please kill these two. I'm begging you.
Oh my God, that's so funny. And it's weird. It's like an ABBA video, the way they kind of like spin around and look at each other,
You've seen
the
it.
cuts. Yeah.
Yes,
It's like the most
it.
unnecessary
I remember
hot tub
now.
scene.
But I also think you should, Lauren, you should write a book about horror films just called Kill Them All and say the people you want killed in the horror film. So just a list.
Yeah, the list is growing now. We have this
cool
hot tub couple.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you
I
guys
love that
agreed with me
moment.
on that one.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
It's a classic, but yeah, that is a very long old scene.
What's the killer? Is it Mars? Madman Marz? Is that the
Madman
same?
Marz, yeah. Marz,
Yeah, okay.
Marz, Marz. Yeah. Madman
Yes.
Marz. Yeah. And he supposedly killed his family, and then they hunted him down and they lynched him, and now he's coming back to kill everybody. You know, revenge story, I guess.
Yeah, of course, of course. And I think there are campers in that, right? Isn't it counselors in camp, like a full functioning camp? But there's only like 8 campers, and like doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. There were only a few, and a lot of chasing. And you know, again, it's the same thing over and over again. You don't go out. You do not go out in the woods. You don't look for people who are missing. Just don't do it. You know? Oh gosh.
And if everyone's missing, don't just go to bed. Although I guess that
No, you don't. You don't go to bed. The other thing about this movie that I wrote a note about, the blood. Did you guys notice when you watched it? It looks like they just took, ketchup, like Heinz or something like that.
Yeah, it's really thick and sort of, yeah.
I mean, at least add some water to it. It was so thick. I'm thinking, God, come on.
Budget and time issues, right? Just get some more Heinz ketchup.
Yeah.
I'll have films that where they meet somebody or they stop at a shop or a local and they're like, don't go up there or don't do this, and they're like, yeah, we're going anyway. There's been 40,000 people missing, but we're going to go up there anyway. So I'm with you on that. They deserved a bit.
Yes.
They deserved it.
They deserved it. Oh my gosh. That's a classic indeed. We've got a few more on the list. Ben, do you want to give a shout out to a summer camp slasher?
I will choose The Burning, which is classic and was banned in the UK for so long.
Why?
Really?
I'm not sure. We seem to ban everything. Early days over here. Yeah. I mean, The Exorcist was like incredibly hard to get hold of until it was re-released. There's lots of them. I think there was. I think Madman might have been one that was. It was either cut really bad or it was. But yeah, I just remember hearing a lot of The Burning. I didn't see it till I was maybe late teens. Managed to, yeah, and it was
It's good.
Really good slasher. The killer. It was just the really good summer camp feel with the lakes and all. Yeah, it's just one of those you remember.
And Cropsy. I know Cropsy.
Yeah, and burning in the little cabin and stuff. And then when they burn him, it's like you'd say, you're going to deserve to get killed now, yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely. And that's one that I think is a movie that never got a sequel that should have. They could have done so
Mm.
much more
Maybe,
with Cropsy, and they just
maybe,
never,
but that's why
never
so
did.
that's why it's got the magic. Maybe it hasn't been took so far that it's taken away from
That's
what it
true.
has got. Because I always think, saying that, like the film's Paranormal Activity, if you'd have just left it as one film and it didn't have this
Mm.
whole backstory, that's what made it scary. That it could have happened to you, could have happened to him or anyone down the road, and it kind of took away. Hollywood
It's true.
grabbed it again, and yeah. So
We
no, I
did
think
get
that's
a few more of those. Like, but I don't know, Blair Witch Book
yeah.
of Shadows 2 is just so good. I'm kidding. It's not one of
I
my
was going to
favorites.
say I'm a little shocked. I'm like, no. If you think that's good, you need to watch The Ritual. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh yes.
Louis.
Yes. That I love your cat.
the cat.
Oh my God, he's so cute. The look he just gave the camera.
Oh, he's Big Louis. He's
Looks
big.
like
He's
Jonesy from
Big
Alien.
Louis. Big. Oh, I have my In
Yes.
About Nature T-shirt on. I didn't show you guys, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
nice. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Thank you.
I
My
don't
brother
have
got it for
one.
me.
I
Ah,
love that.
yeah, my brother got this one for me.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I know that AMC did one with like Johnny's head, kind of like the Jason mask on this, but it's just the mask,
Oh, I have to look
the
for that.
Johnny mask.
I have to look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
cool.
digress. Sorry, Louis. Louis, you distracted us with your big paws.
We have had far more stranger distractions on this channel, I think.
Yes, that's for sure.
I actually
But
not
we
that
play,
the
we roll with it.
like Aaron was talking to somebody about his cats, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we were doing show and tell with our pets because we
Yeah.
had some technical issues. All right, let's keep it moving. I've got Sleepaway Camp. You should
Oh,
have to
yeah.
mention Sleepaway Camp. Felissa Rose's famous role, Angela's big reveal in the final act. It's easy, fun. The sequels to this are pretty fun too, with Bruce Springsteen's sister.
Oh, right.
Uh,
That's right.
what's her name? I can't think of her name.
Um,
Is it Pamela Springsteen?
Gosh, I don't remember.
Oh,
I
her
know
last
his
name's
daughter
Springsteen.
is a horseback rider too.
Oh, well, the Sleepaway Camp films, always fun and a must watch this time of year, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you'll never go to sleepaway camp again.
Yeah, yeah. Remember the old cover? It had like a shoe. Oh, here it is. Look,
Yes, the bloody
this
shoe hanging down.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah, I always used to look at this in the video store and read the letter.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so I had to throw that one in. What are some other summer camp slashers that you all would like to chat
Well, we
about?
have
I do have a list too.
yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, I have a new one. It's called Final Summer. See, I can hold up the little postcard. Final Summer, and it's by John Iceberg. This is a 2023, but it's set in 1991.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's pretty good. Again, camp counselors, some campers, they get picked off by, again, foreboding figure in a mask. The difference between this one and a lot of the other ones is the lead girl, the character of Lexi. She has like a lot of baggage. I don't want to give anything away because then I'll be giving things away that I shouldn't be giving away. But she put it this way: she has a lot of baggage, and she has some PTSD from all that baggage. And what John Iceberg has said is because this was his first major motion picture that he directed. A lot of people who have seen it have said, well, the character is not that fleshed out. Well, he has his own PTSD from someone that he was involved with. So he said that he feels as though the reason why the character of Lexi may not be as developed as the audience would like is because he was too involved with her. And I guess he didn't, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I don't want to say he couldn't dig deeper, but because it was just such a personal feeling, it was difficult for him to really just open that up. And if he does the sequel, he's definitely going to elaborate on her PTSD and just go deeper with the character. But one thing that I do want to say about this movie is it aligns with the character of Ginny from Friday the 13th Part 2 because they're practical characters. They're resilient. They're brave when they need to be brave. They fight back when they need to fight back. They're survivors. But again, just like with Ginny's character, we don't really know what her backstory is, what made her so tough, what made her able to fight, this masked killer.
Yeah, sure.
And just like the same with Lexi. So John Iceberg, I believe he might be putting together a sequel for this. So I'd be curious to see how that fleshes out. But it's a good movie. It's
I love that.
It's camp. It's set at a summer camp, and it's creepy. It's very
and there's
creepy.
a killer.
And there's a killer.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I have to admit though, I did order a copy on Amazon. It hasn't come yet.
Okay.
And I think Tom Matthews from the Friday the 13th films is in
Tom
it
Matthews
as well.
Is in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out. Ben, have you seen it?
I haven't, no. I probably will do now.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Nice.
Sounds a bit of a fresh
Yeah.
films. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we do a few more.
Yeah.
Got
Ben?
a couple more on the list. Ben, do you want to jump in?
I've not seen some of these. I'm going to call out Marshmallow if you want to, because I've not seen that. So
It's so good. I actually just watched it recently. Lauren, I know you watched the trailer and you haven't seen it yet, but it's a really smart take on the summer camp slasher. It is not rated R, so it's not super gory, but it's a really smart film. And if you're a parent, I think you'll relate to it. If you were ever in middle school, you will relate to it as well. So there's sort of it's kind of a joke, but it's true in a way because it's sort of a coming of age story in some ways too. And there's a twist at the end that I did not see coming.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
cool.
It's kind of a gateway horror movie. So think of like, I don't know, The Gate from the 80s or Monster Squad, The Goonies. I mean, like a PG-13 type movie that would get children into the horror genre. It's kind of like that, but it's a really smart film. And if you like summer camp slashers, you have to watch it.
Okay. I read a little bit about the twist, and I was going to ask you, is it Truman Show-y, where it's like not a reality, or is it just more deeper than that?
No, it's a reality. It's more of the perception. It's not like an alternate reality. It's more almost like maybe a Black Mirror type.
Oh, okay.
Switcheroo. I don't know.
Oh,
It's more like
yeah.
a realization that you come to realize just like the characters do. And then you sort of process it in the same way they do. And then you're like, oh, okay, now it all kind of makes sense. And then there's even like a path forward in some ways. They could do sequels, I think. I'm really selling the movie, aren't I? It's really good. You should check it out. It was a nice surprise. You can rent it on Amazon.
You walk it with them, right? It's like you're walking through the experience with them.
Yes. And Daniel Del Purgatorio directed it.
What a great name, right?
Yes.
Del
And you know what's funny?
Purgatorio.
It's not a pen name. He said that's his real name, Del Purgatorio. I'm saying that because I may have interviewed him. So stay tuned for a video coming up.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Very cool indeed. I've got to mention The Final Girls because I love this horror comedy. So damn funny.
Yeah.
The actress who plays Tina in this is hysterical. I
It's
love
got
this
a good
movie.
take on it. That's where they go back. They go through the screen, or is something like that.
Yeah, they get sucked into the 80s slasher. And
That was quite fresh.
It's
Good
so
idea.
good, yeah. They're like, what is it like? Tina is not a virgin anymore. And look, she's fine. And she's like doing a strip tease. It's quite funny. I don't know if you've seen it, Lauren. Have you seen Final
I
Girls?
haven't seen it. I wanted to see it.
You should watch.
All
It's
right.
so good. Yeah, it's got a great cast too.
I
Malin
gotta ask my
Akerman.
brother. He sees everything.
What's this guy's name? The comedian. He's so funny.
Oh, what?
Adam Devine.
Adam Devine? Is that him?
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
And
Okay.
there's Malin Akerman and this girl from the Vampire show.
Oh my
What her
God.
name is in there. Nina Dobrev. Yeah, great cast. So they get pulled into the 80s slasher and they have to follow the 80s slasher rules. but the actors in the 80s slasher are kind of also stuck into the rules too, and they just think the people from the future are fellow counselors. Oh my God, it's so funny.
That's great.
It's so funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I got to see that. Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see. Do you guys have a few last ones you want to mention, or we can go? I want to respect your time, Lauren, and we do have some this or that questions for you.
Well, just seeing as that Louie the Paws, our cat, one of our many cats, came to visit. We call him Louie the Paws because he's got big paws. My daughter's friend Danny named him Louie the Paws when he was a little baby cat. So there's one from 1987, 80s. It's called Twisted Nightmare. What I like about this one is it's a reunion of the people who were at this camp. Okay, so I had to laugh when I was watching. I think my husband's like, "What are you laughing about in there?" I said, "Well, for a change, okay, they're not supposed to be in their 30s, but you know how they always show camp counselors or even campers, and they look like they're way over the age limit that they should be." Yeah. In this case, it kind of works because it's a reunion, but I think a couple of them are still a little too old. And this is also the kind of movie that you can watch where you can also say, "Please kill her. Please, I'm begging you."
You've got another.
Yeah, another one for the list.
Another one to check off. And because she talks like this.
Oh, and, gosh,
it drives me crazy. But the accents are really thick. I think everybody's from Staten Island, but I'm not sure. But they all talk like this. And I'm like, okay, are we watching a Martin Scorsese horror film or what's going on here? It's not. It's directed by a dude by the name of Paul Hunt. But this is why I bring up Louie the Paws, my cat, because there's a shed, and everybody who goes to the shed, spoiler alert, they get killed if you go into this shed. Well, one of the first people killed, she wants to steal one of the kittens. And the guy who owns this shed says, "Leave my kittens alone. They're my kittens. If you steal them, you're a dead woman." Well, of course, she leaves the group and goes into the dark shed, and she tries to steal one of the baby cats. Well, guess what? Kill that, what ends with a TCH. Kill her for trying to steal that cat. So I highly recommend if you like to kill people, break the rules.
You've been told.
You've been forewarned. They were
Don't steal cats. Yes. You know that I know I've seen the film, but it's been so long, and you can't get a physical copy of it. It's like out of print.
No,
it's really hard to find.
I had to watch it on one of the servers, and of course there is a lot of boobage going on, a lot of gratuitous sex going on, a lot. So
is there a plot, or is it just the shed? You go in the shed, you're dead.
You go in the shed, you're dead. And then after they're done, after people done, they realize, oh, the people who are going out to the shed aren't coming back. Let's go look for them. So then if they're not looking for the people who are missing from the shed, they're having sex in the counselor's area, with the camping area. And so it's just like, here are my boobs. Here's my this. Here's my that.
Go to the shed, dead. Steal the kitten, dead. Sex, dead.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the film.
Stealing kittens, you're dead. Just doing everything wrong, you're dead.
Too funny.
As Crazy Ralph said, they're all doomed.
Yes, you're all doomed. It says that's why I chose a shirt. Look, dude, you're all doomed right there on the front. So I've got to mention this because I just found it on my shelves. I've never heard of it, never seen it. I don't even know how I came to own it. But here we go. Camp Murder. If you're watching and you know this film, let us know what you think of it. If it's worth watching. And if I ever watch it, I'll tell you both too if it's worth checking out.
Well, now you have to watch it.
It says no more happy campers. Oh my God. And actually that reminded me what you were saying about was it Twisted Nightmare? I was a camp counselor growing up, and I have a camp counselor reunion in a couple weeks. So I will make sure to stay out of the shed. And so you may never hear from me again. And
we'll hear from you. You want to know why? Because you know better. You know not to go looking for people who are missing.
I was going to say, if as much as we like you, Aaron, if you ignore the signs and go in that shed, it's your own fault. All right?
I'll be right back. Yes.
Louie, hold on, I have to yell at my cat. Louie, what are you doing? That's not a scratching box. Sorry.
No.
He's worse than the dog's barking. It's like living with a horror movie,
I
living with
love
this
your
cat.
cat. When you watch the video back, there was that one moment where he looked into your camera and the expression on his face was fantastic. It happened for just a second, but it was
Oh
perfect.
boy.
Um, okay, well, Lauren, thank you so much for chatting with us. Let's do the this or that segment, and then we will
Oh,
wrap
okay.
up. It's a lot of fun, usually a lot of fun, and in most cases, there's no right or wrong answer. So I will kick it off with Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh boy. Oh my. I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, and there's a new one coming out.
Yes.
Looks kind of
Yeah.
lame, but I'll see it still.
We'll see it. Yeah. We'll
We'll
will
see
not
it,
pass
yes.
judgment until we see it. Yeah.
I love that Jennifer Love Hewitt's character is back, and all of a sudden she's like this expert on something bad you did the summer before, and she's like, "Oh, I can help." It's like, what?
Yeah. Knock knock.
Doesn't even make sense, but I love it. I'm going to go with it. All right, Ben, over to you for the next one.
Horror comedy or absolute terrifying horror?
Well, considering the fact that I did a horror comedy recently, but oh gosh, even though I love it, I gotta say, just terror. I mean, I want to be scared to friggin' death, and then, yeah, well, not really to death, but you know what I mean.
If you're looking for a scary movie, there's a new Australian film coming out very soon called Nightfall, a paranormal investigation. Terrifying. Ben, I think you'll really like it.
Okay.
I digress. Let's see. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 74 or The Hills Have Eyes from 1977.
Oh, this is not fair. Oh boy. Oh my God, they're so creepy. I'm gonna have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's really tough. That's really a tie for me.
Yeah, they're both so good.
Yeah.
And they're both road trips from hell, right? So
Exactly.
anyway, go ahead, Ben.
Axe to the Head or Sleeping Bag Kill?
If it was me, oh no, I don't even want to go there. I'm gonna say, like Mark in part 2, axe to the head, you don't know it's coming. Whereas in your sleeping bag, he doesn't know where he's getting you. So it could be a very long, slow death. So just chop it in half. Nothing's gonna come out of my head anyway, let's face it.
Well, that's not true.
On the same as that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Laurie Strode from Halloween or Nancy Thompson from Nightmare on Elm Street?
I gotta go with Laurie Strode. You know, she's got some baggage going on, and you know, a nice backstory. I really like that. Yeah, and also she gets to be older. You know, to be you know, an older woman and still be a badass.
Yes, and so many different timelines. In one timeline, she's dead. One timeline, she has a daughter. Another timeline, she has a son, then a daughter again. It's like you can't make that up.
No.
Okay. Summer themed here. Hot dogs or hamburgers?
Neither. I'm a vegetarian, but I guess I would go with fake hot dog.
Burger or fake. Do they make fake hot dogs?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Beyond, it's called Beyond Sausage. So I would put a Beyond Sausage on a bun with onions and sauerkraut and mustard.
That sounds really good.
It is really good, actually.
I bet you feel better afterward, not eating a real hot dog.
Okay, I had my last real hot dog. I sound like I'm from New York. Oh my God. My last real hot dog was when I went to Yankee Stadium with my elderly aunt, God rest her soul, and we went to see the Pope. And they had no food at Yankee Stadium for this event. I won tickets to see the Pope, and we were down in the box seats. And she was so, oh my God, this is great. And I was like, oh, they must have food. I went out. I had to eat a hot dog. I hadn't had a hot dog since I was 17 years old. And I was so sick the next day. So sick. It was like Linda Blair and The Exorcist sick. Like everything came out of me.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I mean, my boobs came out of me. I was like, whoa.
Oh gosh. So avoid hot dogs if you can.
Yeah.
A few more.
You guys are funny.
Terror Train or Prom Night?
Well, you know, I just listened to Carrie, so I'm going to have to say Prom Night. I also auditioned for Prom Night, and I dubbed a couple screams. for that movie. Yeah.
Really? The
Mhm.
original prom night?
Mhm.
Oh my
Mhm.
God, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
hmm And one of the Halloweens too.
Oh wow.
I won't tell you which one.
Wow.
Won't tell you which
Mind blown.
one.
That's so cool. Oh my
Yeah.
God, how do we move on from that? Um, suspenseful slow build or a fast-paced body count.
Suspense. You try to say that again.
I know,
Suspenseful,
suspenseful slow
slow
build.
build. I love a slow burn.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, I'll go with that.
Mhm.
The Others or The Sixth Sense?
Which one?
The Others or The Sixth Sense? I take it The Others is with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, from 2001, and then The Sixth Sense was 99.
Oh, I'm gonna say
I See Dead People.
I See Dead People. Yeah, Sixth
Yeah.
Sense. Yeah, I mean, when you're in our line of business, you kind of guess it like that. You know
Yeah.
what's happening. No spoilers, because I can't imagine nobody has. Everybody
I
has.
think
seen
we're
this,
past
but
the no spoiler date there for that one.
oh
But anyway,
yeah, I
go
think
ahead.
so too. But it's like I remember turning my husband in the movie theater and going, and he's like, "What?" And I said, "Trust me, trust me." Yeah,
So you knew it, you saw it coming.
I felt it right away. I knew it right away. It was just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It must be from just being in the genre. You can kind of note the setups a little bit. Yeah, but the
Yeah,
only,
because yeah. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say my husband had a huge crush on Nicole Kidman, so for a long time I didn't like any of her movies.
Oh my gosh.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's see. Do you like one killer like in Friday the 13th or multiple killers like in Scream?
Oh boy, I think I like the one killer. I want to know who's coming at me. I don't like. I mean, I like surprises, but not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
There's a new one out right now. Is it Clown in a Cornfield? If I don't want to spoil it, but it just didn't work for me.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll wait. Yeah, I'll see it.
I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah. Okay. Moving right along. 3 more. Ben, over to you.
Near Dark or Fright Night?
I have
That's 1987 or 1985 there.
I have not seen the first one, and
Yeah.
Fright Night I haven't seen in a long time. I'm gonna have to say Fright Night only
Okay.
because,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm such a bummer. Wow.
Yeah, Near Dark is 87, I think. Let me
Yeah, I
see.
haven't seen that. Near
Pretty
Dark.
good cast, I think.
Is that the Monsters or something in that?
Bill Paxton, Jenny Wright,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Lance Henriksen.
Oh, I might go
know
Near
it's
Dark.
Jenny Wright off Broadway. How do I not know this movie?
Tim Thomerson.
It's a really good film, actually. Yeah,
That's
I
very
might go
good.
with that.
Troy Evans.
Well, Bill Paxton alone is a
I mean,
reason
Bill
to believe
Paxton.
it.
Yeah. Let's see. A small town farmer's son joins a traveling group of vampires after he is bitten by a beautiful drifter.
Which has to be Jenny Wright because she was beautiful and she was always playing.
She's right at the top. Yes.
Definitely
Oh
worth
God,
watching.
she was in Lawnmower Man too.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the list. 2 more. Cabin in the Woods or A City Vacation?
Cabin in the Woods. Sorry.
Uh,
That would be my pick. Although I'm going on a city vacation soon, but I hear you. It'd be nice to just relax for a week.
Good luck.
Oh gosh, yeah. It's in Europe too, so that's crazy. Anyway,
is.
Ben, over to you for the very last one.
Jaws franchise or the Halloween franchise?
Oh boy. Mm. Ugh. Oh, the world is going to kill me. I really love Jaws. And the reason why I'm leaning towards Jaws, even though I know after number 2, it kind of gets a little weird. But it was, besides The Exorcist, my first official in the movie theater horror movie that I saw. So it has a very special place in my heart. And I never went swimming in the beach again.
I love that. And I know, Ben, you approve.
Yeah, definitely.
You do? Well, you have
Loads
so much Jaws
His
memorabilia. Of course
favorite
you do.
film. Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
God,
Yes.
look at that.
Not crazy.
Now, did you go to Martha's Vineyard for the 50th anniversary a couple of weeks ago?
No,
I
I
did
didn't get to.
not.
Yeah.
No. Did you go?
No, we had tickets. Had tickets for Comic Con because Richard Dreyfuss was coming, but he's not been very
Oh.
well, so now it's been moved to the winter one. So we was given a chance to swap the tickets, which was the only reason I was going, was to meet Richard Dreyfuss. So we'll be waiting to do.
You haven't met him yet?
Not yet. I've got his
Oh my
autograph.
God, Ben.
I brought his autograph off an autograph.
He's the nicest guy.
I can't wait.
I met him in, I believe it was either Atlanta or Chicago. And I was like a schoolgirl, because I love Jaws. I was like a little schoolgirl, and I'm shaking. And I went up to him and I just said, Mr. Dreyfuss, he goes, Richard, your table is right over there. I can see you, come on. And I just was like, oh, we're peers? Are you saying we're peers? That's what I thought inside my head. But, I'm trying not to shake him. But inside, I'm like,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
And of course, I said to him, my favorite movie. And he goes, what? I said, Mr. Holland's Opus. And he goes, and gave me this huge hug. And he said, thank you, my dear. He said, thank you. It's one of my favorites too. And I was like, and he hugged me, and I was like, I'm not going to wash these clothes again. Friggin' royalty, man.
Yeah.
This.
It's like you can take the ticket I've got. You can take an item of your own to get signed. I've not decided yet what I would take, but I love Close Encounters as well. So it might be cool to have a. So I'm undecided.
Yeah. You have a Jaws autograph, right, of him? Maybe you could do.
I do. Yeah,
Close
I bought
Encounters.
It,
That would be cool too.
Proper autograph place. But I haven't met him yet.
Wow. Oh, well, I'm very excited for you to meet him because he's just the nicest guy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, Lauren, this has been fantastic. I feel like we've kept you on way too long, but this has been so much fun. Are there any other new projects that you'd like to plug or talk about in the final few moments?
Oh yeah, I'm doing there's the Friday the 13th franchise fan film called Victim No More. There's going to be a part 2. So I'm doing Victim No More part 2. And that I'm filming.
Very cool.
Oh yeah, Beatrice Bobble's going to be in it. Catherine Mayer Stewart is directing it. A bunch of us are going to be in it. A few of us are going to be in it. One of the ladies from The Burning is going to be Shelley Bruce. I actually recommended her because one of the actresses had to drop out. And Bobby Heckman, the writer, said, Lauren, do you know anybody local, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, Shelley Bruce doesn't live too far away, and Beatrice Bobble only lives about 10 miles from me also. So we're doing that in September, and the character is very interesting. I cannot give it away, but it's going to make a lot of people quite happy. And then I might be doing another fan film, lost footage fan film with Scott Goldberg, who directed The Forest Hills. And so I've got the entire script and everything that we would be doing. So we're just trying to negotiate that out for dates and things like that. Yeah. So those
Awesome.
are 2 other ones that are in the works too, which is really cool. Oh, and then of course there's Ripped to Shreds, the graphic novel with the likeness of Russell Todd and me. That's just about finished. Yeah, so look for that too.
Oh my gosh.
It's
so exciting.
Yeah.
Of course,
yeah.
yes. So exciting.
Will be up. Yeah, it's up on my website too. Yeah. And then I'm going to Days of the Dead Chicago in November. So I haven't done any big appearances this year, so that'll be the big one coming up. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Well, keep us updated. Conventions, new projects. We would love to have you on again and go for a 4th guest appearance.
Thank you. Well, you guys are so great. Ben, next time I go to London, we got to see each other. Come on, dude.
I was just about to ask if when the next time you were coming, if it was like this year or next year. But
Well, I'll contact Charlie Steeds and David Lennox from Dark Temple Motion Pictures, and I'll beg them to put me in one of their period horror pieces so I can get out.
Yes. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and drag your sorry ass out to be a victim.
Now we're talking. Yes. Well, let's see, Ben, do you want to do the quick closing?
Yeah, Lauren, thank you again for coming on. Always a pleasure. Thank you to everyone watching. I haven't done this in such a long time. Go over to Instagram, follow A&B Horror Movies over there. And if you follow the show, thank you very much. And cheers for watching.
Agreed. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Cheers.
Bye, everyone.